Good morning. Welcome back to Horse Racing Today on Horse Racing Radar TV here on YouTube. And I guess we're back on X today as well, which is why it's important, if you haven't done so on X, to subscribe on our YouTube channel, Horse Racing Radar TV. And if you haven't subscribed to our X channel and you're watching on YouTube, head on over to Horse Race the number Today over at X, so that you can make sure when somebody tries to attack Elon that you can also get the show here. Hey, Tafam, I have a friend from Turkey. I told him that you have this great resort. He comes to visit his family there. And I told him that when it's time, you would take care of him. So I hope you keep that in mind. Gary's best bet is in race number 8, the one horse, Koheo Pati, although we might have a little bit of differing opinions there. All right. Before the day gets started, there's always free picks today over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet. There is a link in the description on YouTube and on X. The free track today is Will Rogers. You can get that link right there. You'll see in the opening leg the 2-horse Retired Blessings. We're hoping to be retired and blessed as well. All right, Terry, race number 1 at Parx. Tell us all about it.
Okay, the first race is 1 mile and 70 yards. It's 5,000 claiming race. It's $18,000 purse for fillies and mares 4-year-olds and upward, which have not won 2 races since September 11th.
Yes, and in 1 mile and 70 yards, what you're looking for are horses that have, we're going to get a lot of these races, so pay attention to the first one, but early speed, 31% go wire to wire. A whole bunch went wire to wire yesterday. Rail bonus for Bunny bonus. It kind of fits. 2 and 3 a big discount, 4 through 7 a bonus, 8 and out a discount. We do 1,000 simulations to get a chance to see who's got the best opportunity to get the lead, Terry, and sure looks like there's a standout here.
That's right. That 7 has all the speed in the world. Should get out of that quarter pole first. Get the quarter pole first, I mean. The overlays are 2 has an overlay from 3 to a nice 12 to 1. 3 has an overlay. Well, 3 doesn't have an overlay. I guess that's about it. And then the 1 has 1, 5, and 8 have par numbers, which means they've either equaled or exceeded today's speed number of 78 in the past. And then you've got about 4 maybes. They came within 5 points of exceeding or equaling the speed number in the past. 2, 6, 7, and 8 have the percentages. They could probably exceed or equal the par number today. And then all have comfort zone numbers. The 6 has the best jockey, the best trainer, and the best jockey trainer combination for the race.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why so many horses are missing here today. I have to look into what's wrong with the race view in race 1. Something's not right. Maybe a lot of horses had pretty awful races last time out. Looking at our top total pace, you have the 2, 7, 4, and 8. Our top 4, usually the winner comes from there. Got 3 class droppers right here, Terry. Looks like they're about ready to go towards the gate, so maybe we ought to go about making our picks.
All right. Well, I like the 7 as my first choice. Finished 3rd versus Stuffer in her last race. Drops in class today. Has the highest last speed rating. Fast Mule likes Parx Racing. It's 6-horse. Been in the money 54% of the time. Won 23 of the starts. 23% of the starts, and the distance won't cause a problem. Finished in the money 64% of the time, winning 36% of the start. 8, Secret Temptation, finishing the money in 7 out of the last 9 races, winning 3 of those. Drops in class today, and she has a high percentage winning trainer. 1, Bunny bonus, and my long shot has the highest speed figure at today's distance, and her best start speed is fastest among today's starters. No bets for me in this race.
I'm going to begin with the 7-horse. It's going to be on the lead. We saw speed hold up yesterday. Showed a lot better early pace last out. The 6-horse, that one is Fast Mule. Last race was a little better than it looks. She ran about more than a second faster. The 8-horse Secret Temptation has a par race, the biggest class dropper in the field. And then the 2-horse Sirenetta is that top total pace horse. We saw that over here on our data, about a length and a half better than everybody else. I'm not quite sure where all these other horses are over here. I have to figure out what's missing. I hope there's not some glitch in there that's not repairable. Way too much work for things to disappear. I don't know why. All right. Let's see. Right now, if we're looking for some value, in race number 1. Let me hop back to the right screen so I can see what's going on. Well, they're about to get racing in race number 1. So let's just take a look at where the odds are right now. The 8 horse is the favorite at 5-2. Next in line, you got the 6, the 7, and the 3. They're all at 4-1, and the 2 getting bet down from 12-1 to 5-1. We're waiting for one final horse to load, and then after that, off they go for the opener on Terrific Terry Tuesday, and away they go. The 6 horse, Fast Mule, anything but a fast horse today, more like a mule. I think that's accurate. The 7 and the 8 have made their way forward. 7 on the inside, the 8 to the outside as they make their way through the opening turn. I'm not really happy with the way the 7 horse is running ahead. I don't know if the jockey got cut off a little bit by the 8 or what. The 8 continues to hold the lead as they make their way around the turn. It looks like the 3 horse now, as High-Heeled Warrior, has made its way into second. Opening quarter of 24.92 seconds. Pretty much a big bunch of horses right there, led by the 8 horse up in the front. Then behind that, you still have the 3 horse, the 7 horse down on the rail right now. Judicial trying to make a move up. Looks like what horse is that? The 1 horse? Tough to tell. I can't really see what the hell's going on. But here they come. So they make their way home. I kind of like the way the 3 horse is running better than anybody else. He's standing up. He's already out on the jockey. Looks like the 3 horse is going to be tough to beat, although some other horses are coming right now. Yeah, he's just jogging, though. I think right about now the only horse with a real chance maybe to catch him is the 7, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. 3 horse still comfortably out on the lead. A couple of horses giving pursuit. So High-Heeled Warrior right now, it looks like the question is not how much does it win by, but how much does it win by, although she is starting to look around for other horses. But it's a winner, easy winner, running away from the pack. 3, then 7. Maybe the 1 catches the 7. I'm not sure. And then the 4. And I think that's how, 3, 7, 1, and then maybe the 2 horse gets its way up in there. So it's going to go 3, 7, 1, 6, 4, 2. As High-Heeled Warrior smacks us around a little bit to get started, Terry.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yes, indeed. All right. Race number 2 is what we'll do next. Hopefully we can perform a little better in the second time they'll run 1 mile and 70 yards.
Yeah, and it's a claiming race, $7,500 claiming price, purse $21,000 for fillies, 3-year-olds, or fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and upward, which have never won 2 races.
Yeah, as you can see in that last race, that one came from off the pace a little bit because the other 7 and 8 duke it out, although the 3 was in that mix right from the beginning too. So Stalkers did all right there. Still 31% of the time. More often than not, they'll go wire to wire. So rail bonus for End of the Rainbow, 2 and 3 get a little bit of a discount, though that didn't play out in the first race there. 4 through 7 a bonus, 8 and out a discount. Again, 1,000 simulations, Terry, to see who's got a chance to be where when the race gets going and who's got a chance to be where when this one goes.
Well, that 2 has more speed than anybody else, and so I think the 2 should break out and go to the front. The 3 has an overlay from 6-1 to 15-1. The 5 has an overlay from 6-1 to 10-1. The only horse that has equaled or exceeded the speed number in this race for this race would be the 2, and the 2 is the only one that really shows that it has a possibility to equal or exceed that speed number again. All but the 7 shows comfort zone, and then as far as the jockeys go, the 4 has got the best data as far as for that, and the 2 for the trainer would be it's the 2 for the trainer, and then the 5. Actually, the 5 has the best data for both trainer and jockey combinations. So there you go.
Mm-hmm. So the 2 and the 4, they want to be on the lead now that this seems to be working correctly. 3, 6, and 7 want to close, although the 7 should be a part of the early pace here, according to our stats. So maybe the 7 is a little bit of a left arrow action. The 5 horse so far not within 5 lengths of the leader at the finish line. Got a couple class droppers in here with the 3 and the 7. Otherwise, everybody else moving up in class. Look for some in-race advantages. It looks like the horse with the biggest in-race advantage is the 7. Also should be part of the early pace there. Total top pace horse there, about 2 lengths better than everybody else, Terry. Anybody going to top that 7?
Well, I like the 6 Spanish girl first. Finished third in her last race at Parx Racing. She can go the distance, and she has high percentage winning jockey. Then I like Sunnyside Up to 2. Has a high percentage winning trainer, and her best dirt speed is fast among today's starters. Then the 7 that you talked about, Sister Mary Lou, is my third choice. She finished the money in 2 races out of 3 career starts, has the highest last speed rating, and a longer distance can help her. And then the long shot I have is the 3 Eleanor Rigby. She has a win at today's distance. I'm going to play the first Miami Vice, Don Johnson, pick 4. I'm going to use the 2, 3, 6, 7 with the 4, 6 with the 1, 2, 3, 5. Finish up with the 1, 4, 5, a $48 ticket.
I'm going to begin with that 7 horse with that big total pace advantage, more than 2 lengths, and really should be right close to the lead. So as they come out of that turn, turns on the jets and runs away from the pack. Sunnyside Up, probably my least favorite way to eat eggs. In fact, I wouldn't eat them like that. It's only horse in the race with a par, and a very good chance to be on the lead. 7 will try to run that one down. Eleanor Rigby, the 3 horse, a long shot for me, a little faster fractions and pace in its last. That's a decent workout between races. And then the 6 horse, Spanish Girl, highly consistent performer, has a low ceiling, high floor. Everyone's going to have to work to beat it. It's a Tom type horse, though. Is it going to win? Maybe, but really excellent chance to get in the money. I'm going to do a pick 4, 2, 3, 7, 1, 2, 4, 6, 1, 2 with the 1, 3, 5, 6, and then a $2 exact the key box 7 with all in that race. Race number 3, we'll see what our thoughts are for that one, and they're going to change up the distance this time around.
Yeah, we're shortening up to 6 furlongs, and it's a maiden claiming race, $25,000 claiming price. Purse, $26,000 for maidens, fillies, and mares, 4-year-olds and upward.
Yes, indeed. And at 3/4 of a mile, also known as 6 furlongs, early speed is the best way to find the winner's circle with almost 4 out of 10 going wire to wire. The inside 3, they get a little bit of an edge. 4 and out, a little bit of a discount. So if you're on the inside in race 3 and you have some speed, you got an excellent chance. And boy, the most inside of all's got some speed.
That's right. That one shows lots of speed. So as long as it gets a clean break, should do pretty well. The 3 has an overlay from 3 to 1 to 10 to 1. 5 has an overlay from 4 to 1 to a nice 15 to 1. The only horses that have either equaled or exceeded the par plus speed number is the 4 and 6. And all but the 1 look like they could possibly equal or exceed that speed number today's races. And then all but the 2 and 6 have comfort zone amounts. And then the 1 shows the best jockey as far as the data goes. 6 has the best trainer. And I would say either one of those are probably the best combination because they both come pretty close to one another.
It's a whole lot going on here. The 2 first-time starter today. You have a couple that want to lead, a couple want to co-pilot. You have a closer in here. As far as class moves, the 5 and the 6 are dropping in class. Everybody else moving up. The first time today, we catch a first-time starter. Perfect 3 out of 3 score for that first-time starter. So very much worthy of your attention. And then we see a lot of weird in-race advantages here. We got the 6 horse for the first time today, Greyhound, Static. A 6-point last race total speed figure advantage over everybody else. Usually 3 is enough to really merit your attention. We have a big early pace advantage for the 1 horse. We have a big late pace advantage for the 3 horse. So if they go fast, look out for the 1. If they go closer, look out for the 3. Look out for the 2 as it's a perfect score. And maybe the 6 might be the one to beat after all with that big last race speed figure. Plenty of ways to play this race, Terry. Which way did you go?
Well, I like that 6 Greyhound Station. She drops in class today, has the highest last speed rating. She can improve at the shorter distance. Her best dirt speed is fast among today's starters. She has a good workout on March 1st of 4 furlongs. Really a lot of boxes marked off. The 4 Bella Estrella, my second choice, finished second in her last 2 races at Parx Racing. Then I like the 2. She's a first-time starter whose dam has 7 winners from 7 starters, and 2 of those were stakes winners. Her breeding suits today's sprint distance, and she has a high percentage winning jockey. And then I like the one as my long shot. Yes, my Lady Lino. She ran 5th in her last start as a favorite, but has a high percentage winning trainer, wins 37% of the races when bringing a beaten favorite back to race again. The rail post win in at 18% clip, and she has a high percentage winning jockey. No additional bets for me here.
I got the 6 as my top pick too. Top last race speed figure on a class dropper, 6 points better than everybody else. Shubagal, the 2 horse, that's your first time starter. The 3 out of 3 points. Yeah, we'll give that one a look. The 1 horse, Yes, My Lady Lino, that one we see is going to be on the lead. So look out. See if they can catch me if you can. Where 40% go wire to wire. And then Bella Estrella, the 4 horse. 3rd start after a layoff. A couple of seconds and 3 races at Parx. Did show some improved early pace in its last. No additional wagering for me either. Additional ideas for us is the 3rd time today in 4 starts. They're going to go 1.70 miles, Terry.
That's right. It's going to be a claiming race of $5,000 claiming price, purse $18,000 for 4-year-olds and upward, which have not won a race since September 11th.
Yeah, for the 3rd time today, we're going to find out that $1.70 does favor horses that move forward. Get the first call at the 1/4 mile marker, and you'll have the first call at the 1 mile 70-yard marker. Rail bonus for Yardini, 2 and 3, a big discount, 4 through 7. A bonus 8 now get discounted as well. It's Parx, it's speed, it's the way to go, Terry. In race number 4, who's got the gas?
Well, they all have speed in here, and several of them are pretty close. So I think it's anyone's guess about who's going to get that 1/4 pole first. Depends on who gets the best break and the best decision by the jockey. Then as far as the overlay goes, I only see one, which is the 5 at 9 to 2 to 12 to 1. The 1, 2, 3, and 5 in the past have equaled or exceeded the race speed number for today, which is 81. And then the 6 and 7 came within 5 points of that, so they're a maybe. All but the 6 and 7 have a chance to exceed or equal the par number, par plus. And then all of them have C zones, except for that 3 is pretty low. And then the 1 has the best jockey, best trainer, and it's the best combination for the race.
So for comfort zone, we match up today's early pace suggestions in here, and then we look at how these horses perform based upon today's early pace, and we try to see what percentage of the time the horse will get a race today that matches their best performances. And 9 out of 10 times San Marco fit that bill. Also could be like a lone E type if it can get to the lead. A lot of pressure horses in here, a couple closers, maybe a little bit tilted towards the top. We do see there that the 1 and the 5 horse dropping a little bit in class 7. Otherwise, everybody else kind of going sideways. Over here on our race chart for the first time today, you do see that the 1 horse, this is its average race, this is its best race, and its worst race relative to every other horse in the field. You see its average race is pretty much better than the top for most of these other horses in here. So maybe that 1 horse, very difficult to beat. We do see here that the 2 horse, San Marco, speed figure points, 6 points better than everybody else last time out. Also, about 2 lengths better than everybody else in terms of its total pace. So maybe the 2 or maybe the 1. Terry, which order did you put him in?
Well, I like the 2 as my first choice. St. Marco finished 3rd versus similar in his last race, has the highest speed figure at today's distance. The best start speed is fastest among today's starters, actually tied with another one. Then I like that 1. He drops in class today, and he has a high percentage winning trainer and switches to high percentage winning jockey. My 3rd choice is the 5 Midnight Act. He finished 3rd versus similar in his last race. His best start speed, fastest among today's starters. He's actually tied with the 2. And then the 3 Gertz Warrior is my long shot. He drops in class today and can handle the distance. I'm going to play the 2nd Miami Vice, Don Johnson pick 4. I'm going to use the 1, 2, 3, 5 with the 1, 5 with the 1, 2, 4 with the 2, 3, 5, 6, a $48 ticket.
Yeah, I got the 2 and the 1 in order to. I think they can go 1, 2 all the way around the track perhaps. But I got the top last race speed figure, top total pace. A lot of times that combination wins. Giardini, you got Jamie Ness, Mikel Sanchez, biggest class dropper in the field. And we saw on the chart there, its average race better than the top race for most. Cabo Road, the 6 horse, should be forward. All of the internals were better last time out. What I mean by that, over here you see the early pace and fractions were actually better. I'm sorry, that was the 7 horse. The 6 horse has the better early pace. And then finally, Midnight Act. This one's been moving up the speed ladder, should be forwardly placed relative to everybody else, and does have some of the most back class in the field as well. Next, I do have a pick 4 here too, Terry. That is the 1-2 with the 1-3-5-6 with the 1-3-4 with the 2, the 3, the 5, and the 6. 10 races on the card today. Our good friend Don Johnson with a brilliant idea. That is to go ahead and hit that like button. Terry, what's the best way to help the show with and including hitting that like button?
Well, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's very easy to do. It doesn't cost anything. And only 1 out of every 10 people that watch us do that. So don't be one of those 9 people that don't. Go ahead and copy that. Hit that bell, and that'll notify you about all the great shows. Like Foreign Fridays are really good to watch. And then go down and copy that link, share it with all your friends, neighbors, relatives, everybody you know, so they can come and check us out. I know they're going to like what they see here. And even if they're not a race fan to start with, they may become one just by watching us. Go to our social sites such as X, Facebook, Twitter, which is X, I guess, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky, is it? Or Red? Yeah, Blue Sky at Horse Race and number 2 day, and give us a like and a thumbs up. That'll help us out a lot. Keep these comments coming and all these picks that you have here. We enjoy to see them. They help with the algorithms.
Yes, indeed. It also helps if we find some horses that find their way to the winner's circle, and we'll talk about the 4th race at the same distance in 5 starts.
You mean the 5th race?
Yeah, well, it's the 4th at 1.70 miles. 4th and 5.
Oh, yeah, you're right about that. It's a claiming race for $5,000. Claiming price purse $18,000 for 4-year-olds and upward, which have not won a race since September 11th. Sounds familiar.
Yes, they must have had a lot of horses that wanted to get into that first race, and they just piled it out to a bunch of them. So, all right, well, 4 out of 10 nearly go wire to wire. We said there's a rail bonus. 2 and 3 get a discount. 4 through 7 get a bonus. 8 now get a discount. Speed matters, Terry. Again, not surprisingly. Race number 5. Do we have any fast ones?
Yeah, we do. That 3 has the most speed of anybody. It should get out of there and get to that quarter pole first. The 3 has an overlay also from 9-1 to 12-1. The 5 has an overlay from 6-5 to 2-1. All of these horses in the past have either equaled or exceeded the speed number for this race. And all but the 4 have a chance, according to the data, to either equal or exceed the par number for this race. All of them have comfort zone percentages. The 1 has the best jockey, according to the data. The 5 has the best trainer. And the 4 actually looks like it's the best jockey-trainer combination for this race.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely balanced race here. 2 on the front, 3 in the middle, 2 in the back. How do you like that? If you're looking for the top speed race chart horse here, it does again look like we have one in here, a winner with the 5, whose average race is at the top end of the best races for everybody except for maybe the 1 and the 3. Not a whole lot of improvement going on in here, although the 3-horse Jobologist did show better early speed, did show better fractions last time out. So the most improved horse in the most recent run. Everybody but the 2 and the 6 taking a move down in class, although the 1 and the 4 taking the biggest class drops. Don't really have any horse over here on the speed figure standpoint. No real big in-race advantages. So let's just look at our top 4 total pace horses. They're the 5, 7, 3, and 6. And there's a big gap down from those 4 to the rest. 70% of the time, the horse that wins comes out of that top 4 grouping. I'm going to say, based upon this gap down there, probably closer to 90% today, Terry. Any of them, 1 or 2, make any of your picks?
Well, I like the 5. Kobe B is my top choice. He drops in class today, has a high percentage winning trainer who wins 35% of the races when taking a horse down 2+ classes, and has a high percentage winning jockey. Number 1, Under the Radar is my second choice. Drops in class today, has a high percentage winning trainer, and switches to high percentage winning jockey. I like the 4 as my third choice. Drops in class today and has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. The 6, We Be There, is the long shot for me. He has the highest speed figure at today's distance, and he has a high percentage winning trainer. No additional bets for me in this race.
Yeah, I'd say the one shouldn't be in there, and second pick for both of us. Kobe B. That one's on the top of both of our lists. A resume says a bounce back race is coming in the third start after layoff. The one horse, you can't ever overlook, no matter what the numbers say, when you get Miguel Sanchez and Jamie Ness. It is your biggest class dropper, about 2 lengths down. Number 6, We Be There. Another horse making the third start after a layoff. We run the January 28th race, and he's a winner. And then finally, Jabologist. This guy's going to be forward today, very close to the lead. And yesterday, Speed did exceptionally well. Before we make our way to the second half of the card today, remember, when the show is over on horseracingtoday.net, there is a link in the description below. You'll see right here, it'll say Parx Racing. You'll click on that. You'll see right at the top a replay of the show. Within the description on YouTube, we will timestamp every race. And then as you move down through the Parx recap on horseracingtoday.net, you will see our picks and our reasonings there as well. Kindly hit on the HRT Gear button right there to take you over to our merch shop. And for today only, 15% off.
I think Rich froze. You're back.
Yeah, so only today, 15% off. All right, Terry, let's make our way through the second half of today's Parx card. That'll begin in race number 6.
All right. Yeah, it's a mile, and it's a maiden $50,000 purse for maidens 3-year-olds.
Pretty basic stuff right there, right?
It is, yeah.
1 mile is a single trip around the track, start and finish in the same place. And in order to start first and end first, early speed. So far, about 40% have gone wire to wire, maybe a touch under that, but only 10 races so far. Strong inside to outside advantage, Terry. So in race number 6, we're looking for some early speed. I screwed this one up, so we're just going to skip all the data in here, Terry, because I deleted the 1 on accident and didn't have time to go put it back in. So the data is skewed then. So let's go just make our picks.
All right. So my pick in this race is 4, Real Conviction. Finished third versus similar in his last race, can improve while returning to a route, and his best start speed is fastest among today's starters. The 1 Encrypt is my second choice, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey and a highest last speed rating. And then number 2, Anything But Mine, is my third choice. The trainer wins 21% of the races in the third race off of a layoff and can improve at the shorter distance. We Miss Now is my long shot. The 3 finished in the money in 40% of the races at Parx Racing and has a high percentage winning trainer. No additional bets for me here.
Yeah, I'm going to start with the one I accidentally deleted, Encrypt. Should be better in the second start off the layoff, and really should have plenty of upside. Is one of the most lightly raced horses in the field. Real Conviction does have a pretty strong total pace advantage over the rest of the field. Number 3, We Miss Neil, pace setter with about a 1.5 length early race advantage. And then the 2 horse, Anything But Mine, some upside in the third race after a layoff. No bets for me here either. So we make our way to the final pick 4 of this day for our good friend Don Johnson. It is a short race for once.
6 furlongs, optional claiming race, $20,000 claiming price, $30,000 purse for 4-year-olds and upward, which have started for a claiming price of $10,000 or less since March 11th, 2023, or a claiming price of $20,000.
Yes, sir. And that 6 furlong speed, nothing unusual there. About 40% win on the lead. Inside 3 have an edge over everybody else. So, Terry, in this case, hopefully I have the data right in race number 7. Who's got that speed?
Well, it looks like to me the 1 and the 3 are pretty close, although 1 has a little bit more than that 3.
Are we in race 7? Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
I think you're talking about race 8.
Oh, okay. I'm okay. Well, the 3 has the most speed here. And then the 2, nope. Let's see which one has the. Let's see the 2 has an overlay from 9-1 to 12-1. That's only really overlay I see. All but the 4 have in the past equaled or exceeded the speed race number for today's race. And then the 7 has a maybe. And then all of them show that they have a chance to either equal or exceed today's race speed race number. And then all of them have comfort zone. The 6 has the best jockey, best trainer, and so it turns out to be the best combination jockey and trainer for the race.
Yeah, got a couple want to be up front. Most everybody else middle back. Again, a pretty balanced looking as far as the early pace is concerned. Our speed chart, we do find here that the three horse with the scratches, its average race at the top end of most other horses' best races. So look out for that 3 horse up on the lead, perhaps. We look for some horses on the improve. Well, it looks like the 3 horse has a little bit of late race improvement, showed better fractions. Really not a whole lot of going on there. Half the field moving down in class. 2 horses that are staying the same. 1 horse here, the 7, taking a pretty good step up in class. As far as big race, in-race advantages, the 5 horse with the biggest in-race advantage. That one is about a length quicker than everybody else. And over here, the 3 horse with that average speed figure being better than everybody else. Did run a speed figure 4 points clear of the crew. On the lead, Terry, is that one going wire to wire?
Well, I like the 5 actually in front of the 3. The 5 iconic legacy likes Parx Racing, been in the money 62% of the time here, and 28% of those starts he's won. The distance is something he can handle. He's been in the money 71% of the time in the money, and then won 43% of those starts. Then I like the 3 Trader's Luck. He ran second versus Simmer in his last race. He has the highest speed figure at today's distance. His best dirt speed is fast among today's starters. He has a high percentage winning jockey and trainer. Poppy's Pride, the 6, finished third versus Simmer in his last race. His early speed running style helps his chances, so the shorter distance will definitely help. And he has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. He's my 3rd choice. Respirator is the 2. My long shot has won 3 out of the last 5 races at Parx Racing. Drops in class today, and he has a bullet workout 5 furlongs March 1st. I'm going to play the last Miami Vice pick 4. It's a 2-3-5-6 with the 1-3 with the 3-5-6 with the 1-3-6-9, $48 ticket.
I'm going to go with the 3 horse Trader's Luck. That one gets on the lead, stays on the lead, and maybe goes wire to wire with that top last race speed figure, 4 points better than everybody else. Has some upsides too into the triple digits. The only horse so far in a recent resume to show a 100 in the speed figure column. Iconic Legacy, the 5 horse, more than a length late speed edge and drops in class. 3rd start after layoff, that most classic handicapping angle. Poppy's Pride, 2nd Parx Racing, coming over from the Naira circuit. Upgrades to Michael Sanchez today. Maybe that's a tell that they think it's going to fire. And then Respirator, the 2 horse, decent works getting ready for the first after a layoff. It does have a pretty strong C-zone to boot for a PC type horse. My pick 4 is going to go 3-5-6 with the 1-3, 2-5-6 with the 2-3, 6, 8, and 9. I think I can actually add another horse in there, but I don't remember. That's what it looks like. I think I can add one here in the middle leg. I might as well do that, right? I'm going to put the 6 in there just in case I get a – because that's only $45 then. There you go. 1, 3, 6, 2, 5, 6, 3, 6, 3, 2, yeah, whatever. 2, 3, 6, 8, 9. No, that can't be right? No, that's not right. 1, 3. I don't know what I'm doing, folks. I'm taking it 6.
9 times 5 is 45.
45. Yeah, that's what I
You
thought.
were
Math is struggling today. 1, 3, and 6. All right, here they go for race number 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go over to race number 2 as Rich tries to figure out what in the world's going on in his head. Right now, the 2 horse in race number 2 is the favorite at 4-5. 7 horse, as we thought, is on the lead as they work their way around the turn, getting plenty of pressure from the 1 to 2 horse. And the 6 horses on the outside of them. They're running around the turn here. See how the opening quarter looks. Boy, they're walking 25 and 3/8 seconds. So they're not going very fast. There's no excuse for those horses not to stay up front because the pace is not all that quick. This remains 7 and then the 2. Then the 3 down on the rail along with the 6. And the 2 horses are now making its move on the 7-horse. 7-horse, after running 50 and 38, can't keep up. That's pretty bad, folks. I don't know how that happens. That's really slow. Here they come. Yeah, they're all going to go running by this 2-horse too. Funny race. I don't know. 1 horse that's coming pretty aggressively right now that might have something to say at the final here is the 3-horse. It's going to be the 2-horse at 1-2. Yeah.
2's going to win it, huh?
Yeah, it looks like it.
I was hoping that 6 would get by it, but
it's going to go 2, 6, 3, and 7. 1-2. Oh, well. What are you going to do?
Yep, that's the way it happens sometimes.
3 races to go. Race number 8 is next on our list. Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing about these low-end claiming races, right? You get out 51 seconds and you can't hold on to the lead. It's just sometimes that makes them even more unpredictable because you project the horse out on the lead and then you see the fractions are 50 seconds and you're like, oh, he's got this. Yeah, right. All right, race number 8, Terry.
6 furlongs, optional claiming race, $75,000 claiming price, purse $50,000 for 3-year-olds which have never won a race other than a maiden claiming starter or state bred, or which have never won 2 races, or a claiming price of $75,000.
Yes, a match race between Terry and Rich. That's what it looks like right now. 6 furlongs does favor early speed. A bunch of horses go wire to wire. Nearly 4 out of 10. The inside 3 have an edge over everybody else. So speed should matter again in race number 8. Hopefully there are some fast horses in here, Terry, and it does look like the 3 is the fastest of the bunch.
Yeah, that's true. It's got a lot more speed than anything in there. So as long as it gets a clean break, should go to that quarter pole first. And then the 3 also has an overlay from 6-5 to 3-1. The 5 has an overlay from 2-1 to 5-1. None of the horses show that they've ever equaled or exceeded today's speed number. And then all but the 1 and 6 appear that they could equal or exceed that speed number today with the Par Plus. And then all of them show C-zones, although the 6 is a little bit low. And then the 2 has the best jockey. The 1 seems to have the best trainer. And I think the combination of the jockey trainer is the 1 for this race.
Yeah, our race shape tells us everybody kind of middle back. Nobody really wants to be the front runner. I would suspect the 3 will take that leadership role. That's what it looks like up here. 3 also, last time out, its speed figure was 10 points better than everybody else's in here. And you see the total pace was about 2.5 lengths better than everybody else. You got 3 horses. The 1, the 2, and the 3 drop, moving up in class. The 5 and the 6 are holding firm. And today we see something for the first time, a second-time starter in here. That 3-horse with typical second race improvement could go as high as 98 on the speed gun. You're looking here that 91 is the speed figure for the average par race, according to the folks at Brisnet. As you mentioned, Terry, nobody has hit par. The only one that looks like it might have a shot is the 3. That's why I went with the 3. Why is the 1 your best bet?
Well, I like the 1 because he has won 2 races in a row and now goes for a hat trick. The rail post will win in an 18% clip. He has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey, and he has a bullet workout on March 1st. He's my choice for pick of the day here at Parx Racing. Then I like the 3 Huggy. He won his debut race at Parx Racing by 6 lengths, and he has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. The 6 Hawkstone is the 3rd choice. He has finished in the money in 4 races out of 7 starts, winning 2 of the races. Has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Then I like his number 2, Colonel Bob, is my long shot. Has won 1 race out of 2 starts at Parx Racing. Has a high percentage winning trainer and has high percentage winning jockey Paco Lopez. I'm going to play $40 to win on number 1. A $5 exact to key box the 1 with the 236, and then $10 exact to 1 on top with the 236. That's it.
I'm going to put the 3-horse at top here with that top last race speed figure. Everybody's got to come up a lot to catch that one. And if this horse improves at all in the second career start, which is where horses make the biggest gains, if it hits that 98 number, that horse is a borderline, or at least a low-level stakes type. Koheo Potty T, Hot Rail, third up, bullet work between races for Terry's best bet. Hawkstone, the 6, is the most consistent horse in the race, and the only time the horse ran at today's distance, it won. And then number 2, Colonel Bob, tough call over the 5-horse. I'll take the better jockey and trainer combo. So maybe the 5-horse is the one to play here because neither one of us picked it, and we both have strong opinions on horses. I'm going to put 22 to win and 12 to place on the 3. Huggy. 2 races to go. Race number 9 to start the late daily double. I'm clicking on the wrong things, but all right. Let's get it in order here, Terry. Race number 9.
Okay, it's a 7-furlong race. It is optional claiming, $16,000 claiming price if you elect to put your horse in there to possibly be claimed. Purse is $50,000 for fillies and mares 4-year-olds and upward, which have never won a race other than a maiden, claiming, starter, or state bred, or which have never won 2 races, or a claiming price of $16,000.
Yes, for the 9th race at 7 furlongs, that quirky distance. Stalkers do good, but still 25%, 1 out of 4. Get the lead and keep the lead. Gate to wire style into the winner's circle. There's a strong rail advantage for Civil Notion, although 20 to 1 odds might not benefit from that. 2 and 3, a small bonus. 4 through 7 there, hit hard. And then 8 and out, play fair. So inside 3 speed, Terry, or perhaps on the outside in race number 8. The best way. Once again, we find a few horses that will be very competitive at the start.
It does, but that 2 has more speed than the 6 and the 3, and he is an inside, so you get a little advantage there. The 4 has the only overlay that I see, which is 3 to 1 to 6 to 1. The 5 is the only horse that's either equaled or exceeded the par speed number for today's race, which is 88. The 3, 4, and 6 have came within 5 points of doing that, and then all but the 1 and 2 have possible chance to get equal or exceed that speed number. All of them have C zones, and then the 3 has the best jockey. The 6 seems to have the best trainer, and then the 6 has the best jockey trainer combination for this race.
Indeed. We see a race here where, well, real no true front runner, although the 2 can take that role if it wants. That's a right-sided triangle right there. So get speed. You got a good chance to get up into that. Speaking of up, everybody's moving up in class. A couple horses in here, particularly the 5-horse, showing better late pace from the middle out, and then early factions on the improve. That's an interesting dynamic. You also see that 5-horse has the top last race speed figure, 6 points better than everybody else. I do think the 6-horse might be the one they on the lead. If not, the 2-horse will definitely challenge there. Top 4 total pace horses here. Once again, we do see a kind of a gap fall off. So the 3, 4, 5, and 6, Terry, in some order. Which order did you put them in?
Well, I like the 6 as my first choice. Likes Parx Racing, finishing in the money 80% of the races, winning 30% of the starts. The distance won't be a problem, as she has finished in the money in 50% of the races, and she has a high percentage winning jockey and trainer. And then I like the 5, Eclair Blanc is my second choice, ran second versus similar in her last race. Her best start speed is fastest among today's starters, and she has a high percentage winning trainer. ET's Moon Maiden, the 3 is my third choice, has finished second in her last race, and she has a high percentage winning jockey. Melody's Kiss, the 4 is my long shot, finished second in her last 3 races, and she has a high percentage winning jockey. I don't have any more money, so I'm not making any other bets.
No more bets for Terry. In the 9th race for me, I am going to go with the 6-horse as well on top. Kalaka. Should be forward, does have that early speed edge, about a length better than everybody else. It's going to battle it out with the 2, so hopefully they don't go too hard, too fast, too early. The 5-horse, Eclair Blanc, top last race speed figure. We saw that. That was 6 points better than the next closest horse. And the only horse in the field with a par race. Maybe that one should be rated first, but it is the 8-5 favorite in there. Coco's Vivian, the 2-horse, better early pace, better fractions last time out. And if the 6 doesn't get the lead, the 2 will. And then finally, ET's Moon, that 3-horse. You got Paco. Better form from the middle of the race out last time. But this horse has raced at the distance 8 times. You know how many times it hit the board, Terry?
8 times.
Zippo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it doesn't seem to be the right fit at 7 furlongs for that horse. No more bets for me either. Before we go, tomorrow, Terry and I will be back for Gulfstream. We'll be doing Gulfstream again on Thursday. I'm pretty sure Tom and I will do Hong Kong Shot-Tin for Foreign Friday. You don't want to miss any of that. And the best way to make sure that you're always tuned in, Terry, is how?
You need to subscribe to our YouTube channel and then hit the little bell so that it notifies you about all the different programs coming up. Go ahead and copy the link, share it with everybody you know so they can come and check us out. Go to our social sites that you see scrolling down here at the bottom and give us at Horse Race the number 2 day, give us a thumbs up and a like. Keep these comments and picks coming as we enjoy seeing them, and they help us out a lot too.
Indeed, they do. Any interactivity is a benefit and a bonus for us with the algorithms that produce, when you search for stuff, the more you interact with us, the higher we're likely to go in those algorithms, and more people are likely to find us. That'll help us get to our goal of 10,000 on X and 10,000 on YouTube, hopefully by the end of 2025. Again, quick free picks today at Will Rogers, guaranteed tip sheet. There is a link in the description on YouTube. We'll also timestamp all the races on YouTube. We'll put all of our comments and thoughts over at horseracingtoday.net. You'll see a photo right there on the homepage. Click on that. It'll take you here. You'll see the race replay, our comments. And then please hit that HRT gear right there. Come on over to our shop today. Only day, 15% off to help support the show and look fantastic no matter where you are. Final race of this day, Terry, is race number 10. It's something a little bit different than we've done so far.
Yep, we're going to shorten up to 5.5 furlongs. It's a maiden claiming race, $15,000 claiming price. It's a purse of $19,000 for maidens 3-year-olds.
So race number 10, 5.5 furlongs. What you're looking for is not surprisingly fast horses out of the gates. Plenty of them go wire to wire. In fact, more than 40% hit that quarter-mile marker first and hit the 5.5-mile marker first. There's a real bonus for Sam's After Party. 2 and 3 play fair. 4 through 7, they get hit pretty well. And 8 now, again, a little bit of a bonus. The most important factor in race number 10, Terry, is going to be speed. Anybody here got a lot of it?
Well, there's 3 of them that got pretty close speed numbers, and so they could go head-to-head to that quarter pole. Just depends on who gets the best break, best decision by the jockey. 3 has an overlay from 6 to 5 to 5 to 1. The 8 has an overlay from, let's see. Nope, the 9 from, nope, none of them do they? And then the 3 is the only one that shows that
the 3 has an overlay, 6 to 5.
Yeah, that's the first one I said, but thought there was another one, but I don't see it. Anyway, the 3 is the only horse that has equaled or exceeded the par speed number for today's race. And then 3, 4, and 6 are the only ones that possibly could be equal or exceed the speed number today. And then all but the 5 and 9 have C-zone percentages. The 3 has got the best jockey. The 4 seems to have the best trainer, but I think the 4 is going to be the best jockey trainer.
The 4 scratched out, so that's why.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. I hope so. You crossed them off, so I'm trusting you got it right.
Yeah, I just didn't change my sheet here.
Yeah. It looks like the 4 and the 7 came out of this race at the end. So with the race changes, this is the way this race sets up. The 8 horse being a lone speed type. 2 and 3 want to be in the middle. So far, the 1, 6, and 10 not within 5 lengths of the winner. The finish line 5 and 9 today, giving it a go. So outside of the 3 horse, the first time starters always merit some consideration, and it does look like in here that 9 horse is the highest graded. I prefer not to see somebody around 2.25, but that back bullet lets me know the horse indeed has some talent. That's why that check mark is there. As far as the in-race advantage, the horse with the biggest in-race advantage is that 8 horse. About 2 lengths quicker than everybody else down the stretch. So if that horse can break, as you see up here, its best race was on the lead. If the 8 horse can get to the lead, he may never give it up, folks. Might run away from the pack with those late legs. I think this race, Terry, is anyone's race. Which one did you give it to?
In this race here, I'm at the 6. Resistance futile. Finished third versus similar in his last race, can improve at the shorter distance. Sam's After Party, the one is my second choice, drops in class today. Rail posts win in 32% clip. He has a high percentage, has a trainer wins 22% of the races when using second time Lasix. And Stone Cold Reaction, the 9 is my third choice. He's a first time starter whose dam has 2 winners from 6 starters. His sire wins 19% of the races with first time starters, and he has a high percentage winning trainer. And then I got the 3 as my long shot, drops in class today. He has the best dirt speed among today's starters, and Lasix is added. I have no money left, so there's no additional bets.
Yeah, this race can go a whole lot of different ways. I went with the 3 horse as my top selection. That one is El Medianoche. I know I screwed that up, but anyway, only horse for the par race, going to be on the lead. So at some point, they'll have to pass that guy. Stone Cold Reaction. First timer in this race. It does have a 3 furlong workout of 33 seconds. I know our good friend Charles said don't pay attention to 3 furlong workouts, but 33 seconds is kind of fast. So I think that one has a really good chance to be out in front. Number 9, Run My Card. It is the biggest in-race advantage, about 2 lengths better than everybody else at the end. So if it's close, hey, it's going to run by everybody and really has a good shot to be a better horse in the second start after a layoff and the first dose of Lasix. And then Resistance. Futile, better with all of its pace numbers from start to finish last time out. My only concern is that the race was about 2 seconds slower than the previous start at the same distance. So I prefer improvement. I'm going to go 2, 3, 6, 8, 9 on the top of my ticket with the 3, 8, 9, and then all for a trifecta because I think this race can go a lot of different ways. If somehow you catch the right order, you can get a pretty big ticket. Thank you, Time, for your time today as well, Don. We appreciate everybody's time. As always, here are our full picks for today. We got beat by the 3 horse in this race. Then the 2 horse in this race got what is it, 1 to 5 or some baloney? That one, 1 to 2. That horse won. To start to pick 4s. Here are the way we see the rest of the cards. Our pick 4s, as we mentioned, already starting in race number 2. So the 2 horse did win. You can see the way we play it out the rest of the day. No bets in race 3, bets in race 4. Here are pick 4s for race number 4. Again, we'll timestamp everything on YouTube so you can come back and look at these. Race 5, no selections. Race 6, no selections. Race 7, we do have another pick 4. Race 8 is the battle of best bets. Terry has the 1. I have the 3. Race number 9, no action. Race number 10, a big trifecta for me. I think it cost $36, so I was kind of surprised at how inexpensive that was. Full picks for the day. Terry, any final thoughts from you before we decide to go and get ready for Gulfstream tomorrow?
Yeah, well, everybody, good luck today if you're betting on the horses or with anything you're going to do today, and have a great day and a great rest of the week, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, indeed. We'll see you tomorrow for Gulfstream Park. But until then, we hope that no matter what you're doing on this terrific Terry Tuesday, of course, it's filled with God's blessings, God's grace, and every single thing that you do until we meet again ends up in
the winner's circle.
See you there. See you tomorrow at Gulfstream Park.